Danish pharmaceutical company Novo Nordisk has posted record profits and sales for the third quarter and is scoring the phenomenal success of its weight loss drug, Wegovy. The company's revenue rose 38% to $8.3 billion, beating analyst estimates. Operating profit rose 47%. Sales of Wegovy were worth just over $1.4 billion in the third quarter, despite Novo Nordisk battling supply problems. And the Danish business is now Europe's biggest company by stock market value. It's worth around $430 billion, overtaking the previous holder of that title, French luxury group LVMH. Novo Nordisk has grown so big that it's responsible for most of Denmark's economic growth. Well, let's talk now to Fiona Cincotta, who's an analyst at City Index. Good to see you again, Fiona. So some fantastic results here, to be fair. Is it all down to their weight loss drugs, though?
Yes, they are the biggest boost that we're seeing. Demand for these obesity drugs and also the diabetes drug, such as Ozempic, which is often prescribed off-label for weight loss, have absolutely surged. I mean, we've seen demand for the obesity drugs, sales for the obesity drugs rise 167%, whilst sales for the diabetes drugs, such as Ozempic, have risen 47%, and that's fed through to the top and bottom lines. We've seen upward revisions, as you said, to earnings and also sales, and that's come through as well through to the share price. I mean, the share price has been on a rally all across the year. It's up around 47% so far this year.
So you talked about that surge in demand. Does the company need to be worried about meeting that demand?
Yes, I mean, it has said that it's struggling to meet that demand right now. So demand is outstripping supply, and that's something that they're looking to address. They're looking to increase their manufacturing capabilities in order to meet the demands. I mean, if we think about the global problem of obesity, that sort of explains to us how large that demand could potentially be, and especially if we think about in the US as well, where insurance firms are actually paying for the drug as well. So demand is very strong. It's outstripping supply, but they are looking to increase manufacturing capabilities, but they don't believe they're going to meet manufacturing capabilities to meet that demand by the end of next year. So, you know, it's something that's going to continue for the next few years.
So at the moment, people can't get enough of drugs like Wegovy, but there has been pushback on these kind of drugs, hasn't there? And the possibility of further regulation. Will that be something the company should be worried about?
I think it's definitely something that they need to keep in mind, and they will be looking and working hard with regulators in order to make sure the products that they produce are up to scratch and aren't harmful in any way at all. So yes, you know, that's something that I think pharmaceuticals will naturally do, is work with regulators along that line. But I think there is other risks as well. They also need to keep in mind that perhaps there will be more entrants into the market, particularly, for example, if their rival Eli Lilly has their diabetes drug approved as well. So at the moment, they definitely have that advantage of first to market. But I think as we progress through the coming years, there will be some more entrants who will increase the competition and could therefore reduce their market share.
Fiona, good to talk to you. Thank you for joining us. It's Fiona Cincotta from City Index.